were a kid watching cartoons at home and you were watching the most insane, most outlandish, wild things imaginable, then you become an adult and you realize that those things actually were real. You did not make them up in your brain space. Well, I had something like that when I was a kid. For Mickey freaking Mouse. Yeah, not surprised. Mickey is wild. Hello and welcome to SKZ Talks Animation, show talk about anime, TV shows, cartoons, movies. What I'm talking about is animation, my heart and soul, because it's awesome and great. And today, we're back with good old Mickey Mouse himself. There, he's right there, just chilling. And a short film for him that honestly, for me, is probably the most creative they ever done with the character, because not only from an animation standpoint, but like the storytelling, the characters, honestly to me, it's a grand old fun time. And the fact that the specific styles they used for that one short, and then never again since, which honestly bums me out, because this short is a technological marvel, and I love it to bits. And plus, for Mickey Mouse, of all characters to get this type of cool short film is great. I love it. It's awesome. And I want to talk about it because, my God, I could talk about this shit for hours. So anyway, sit back, relax, enjoy the combination of both 2D and 3D. What? MICKEY-CEPTION here. In 2013's Mickey Mouse classic, Get a Horse. Not oddly enough, not that many horses. So unlike the Mickey Mouse cartoons like Runaway Brain, which are extremely hard to find online, Get a Horse actually was easy to find. It's on Disney+, it's on DVD, and if you want to get your classic dose of actually 20s Mickey Mouse, it's there, and honestly, it's fun. I watch it. Yeah. And there's our boys and good old black and white Mickey Mouse. Honestly, I admire the black and white Mickey Mouse cartoons. Even though they're simple and probably dated from today's standards, they really do show an evolution standpoint for, like, early animation. Honestly, I love it. And plus, you know, Walt Disney, iWorks, nope. Plus, they look beautiful, so, like, I love it. I love the song so much. It's so cool. Oh, Clarabelle. Oh, you exist. Oh, yay. I really do love, like, the fact that this short exists at all is so really fun, because, like, I love animation history. I love looking back on it, and just seeing this here, even if this was made in 2013, it's just beautiful.
Make way for the future!
I love it. It's so cool. Oh, look at that. I love Minnie. Oh, no, I put the cow! Clarabelle, don't do that. I'm sorry. I support you, but no. And because it is a classic cartoon, they have to have Pete in there, who honestly I think is a great character. He's not as used as he like more so nowadays, but back in the day, Pete was your guy, and I love him to bits. I want to see more Pete. Bring us more Pete, man. Bring us more Pete. Oh, he's breaking the fourth wall, and oh, we're in the real world.
Oh my gosh!
Red. Now, if you couldn't tell, Mickey Mouse in the short is voiced exclusively by Walt Disney, which I honestly think is really, really cool, because they went to the archives and found some, you know, voice clips and even made some new ones, and honestly, that's cool, because they could have used Brett Iwan, the original guy who's been doing it for a while, but you know what? The fact that they had Walt Disney do it, it has a little special charm that I admire. I really do miss that, you know, I love classic voice actors. It's Horace Horsecollar, everyone's favorite forgotten Disney character. Horace is a character that, like, kind of got overshadowed by Donald and Goofy, because ever since they were a thing, he got kind of, like, became, like, background character, but, like, Horace is cool. I mean, he's supposed to have his own show in the 90s, but never happened, but, like, I don't know. Bring Horace back. I like him too. Pete and Horace, the show? Please. Damn, look at that. Look at that freaking transfiguration. He can turn into a plane. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I love this short. Give me back my phone. I love that, man. Just seeing this is really, really cool, because, like, there's not that many shorts or cartoons out there that really want to embrace the past. But, like, this, Looney Tunes cartoons, they fully want to admire the past and make something new and modern. Honestly, that's just really, really creative. And this, the fact that this exists at all, it's just wild. I don't think we get this anything at all today, so it's just really great. Oh no, Pete's fat ass! He's dummy thick! Why did I say that? What's really cool about this cartoon is that they had to like match the 2D and the 3D together, because they had to have both things working simultaneously. That's honestly really, really cool. Like, you don't see that a lot nowadays, but like just seeing the match of the 2D and the 3D, man, like, I can't animate, but someone who can appreciate it, I love it. It's great. Boing! They have the strength of 10 men, even though they're like barn animals. Who done that? Also really cool that they brought back, or used voice clips of Billy Belcher, the original Pete voice actor as well. Like, yeah, they did most of Jim Cummings in there as well, but this is just, man. I love classic Pete. Sounds so rough and tough and I love it. And now let's ruin his day, because Pete is a bad person, honestly. Compared to like most Disney villains, he seems pretty tame, but like he is just a guy. And he exists. Oh no, the pitchfork in the junk. Oh no. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the slapstick. I love this. Man, it's perfect. It's really funny too, because this short actually played in front of Frozen of all movies, which is such a, like, you know, juxtaposition, because Mickey Mouse, classic slapstick in Frozen. I gotta save the world from burning to death. Sure, why not? But I love this. This was... Oh, man. I love that. I love my classic Mickey Mouse. It's so cool. And they got the color now! Look at that! Oh, it's Oswald! He was there! Did you see him? Oh, I don't need to see Mickey's teeth. No, thank you. There you go. Classic Mickey Mouse, man. You gotta love it. If you want to watch more Mickey Mouse, watch this. This short is great. I love it, and man, as an animation fan, it's great, it's awesome, and me, man, brings a tear to my eye. So yeah, there you go, get a horse, it's awesome, it's great, and if you excuse me, Barnes! I don't know. It's a great short, I love it. Hi, Clarabelle. So in previous videos, I've talked about the Mickey Mouse voice evolution and how there were many different voice actors who took on the role of basically the most famous cartoon character of all time. But the character's evolution, I think, is far more interesting because not only does it track, the Disney Studios evolution as a force in the animation industry, but just animation in general, because you can see the different styles and techniques, the character evolutions, the colors. You can see a lot of fun things that really help track the evolution of a brand new medium. And Mickey Mouse, man, as a character, he's gone through a few redesigns that are really, really iconic and poignant. And honestly, I just want to talk about that because to me, I think it's really interesting, really cool, and plus, I'm very autistic, so I can talk about this for hours. So you know what? Let's talk about Mickey Mouse redesigns and how cool they are because, oh my god, there's quite a few of them. So the first design, I guess kind of more like a pilot design, is the 1928 Playing Crazy design, because this design was the first Mickey Mouse they ever drew. He was very disheveled, he didn't wear gloves or shoes, his eyes were more filled in, and he was a lot more of a, more of a rodent, more or less than a mouse type of thing, and he felt unfinished, because Playing Crazy was the first short they ever made with that character, and it was made, in the Walt Disney's garage, and it was a very, very low budget thing, and while, it is low budget, you do see the design there. He has the nice round ears, he has the tail, he has the shorts. You have some aspects that show that this is indeed Mickey Mouse, but a very primitive Mickey Mouse. And honestly, all the items are there, but Playing Crazy Mickey Mouse is definitely one a lot of people skip over. When they talk about Mickey Mouse, a lot of people go to Steamboat Willie immediately, but Playing Crazy is something I want to know about, and that one is just it's iconic for a fun little reason. It's cute. But of course, the first big one after Playing Crazy was Steamboat Willie the same year in 1928. This Mickey Mouse is basically the OG Mickey Mouse for the next few years. He still had the round ears and he had the buttons on the shorts, but he had gloves, he had shoes, his eyes were more filled in to be like a black void of despair, and he was this character. Yeah, he didn't speak yet, but he whistled, he had his rivalry with Pete and all that, and honestly, it was Mickey Mouse. People saw their first iteration of Mickey Mouse, and whenever you see classic Mickey, that's what you see, the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. Now, is it perfect? No. I mean, the pie eyes that you see in classic Mickey aren't there yet, and there's a few elements like that aren't really there yet, like the body, especially with the shape, but as it was for the first few years, going into the 30s, this was Mickey Mouse, and he did a really great job of showing it off and showed that there was refinement to be done in these characters. And even as they did with Minnie Mouse and Pete and even Pluto, they showed off some fun little things to try and go ahead and do with their characters to evolve them further and actually have their anatomy obey the laws of gravity more so, and that I think is really, really cool. And this one, man, classic Mickey Mouse, he's great, and he is the definitive early start of that Mickey Mouse era. And as the end of the 20s came along, there were a few other Mickey Mouse designs that, gave him the pie eyes, that made him a lot shorter, a lot cuter, and stuff like that. But primarily, the first big redesign for Mickey Mouse came in 1935's The Band Concert, which was not only the first Mickey Mouse cartoon to show, Donald Duck and Goofy all in the same space, but it was actually the first one to be in pure color. Because Mickey Mouse, for a time, was one of the big cartoon series that didn't really implement color that much. I mean, yeah, there were some silly symphonies that Disney did, which were more experimental that showed color, but Mickey Mouse kind of stepped off to the back burner for a bit until they decided to add color to these shorts, and they gave him the colors you all know, the red freaking shorts, the yellowish gloves at the start, and even his face became a lot more flesh toned in color, and you could really, really see and really show how they were doing, even though they were still using the early 1920s, design, especially with Donald Duck and Goofy as well. It was cool to see Mickey Mouse in color for the first time because it really showed that he was evolving with the time. 1920s Mickey Mouse did have some unsavory things I will not discuss here, but if you know, you know. Mickey Mouse in color was really cool to see, and it really sparked the start of the really grand Mickey Mouse uprising that would really help in the next few years to go. So Mickey Mouse in color was great. You got the iconic colors, and to me, I just love it. But then in 1939, we got Fred Moore, animator Fred Moore, who came into the Disney Studios to help redesign Mickey Mouse entirely to make him a lot more cuter. Because while, 1930s and early 20s Mickey Mouse did look cute enough, those black dead eyes didn't really help for the imagination, honestly. It made him look a lot more like, oh boy, I'm looking your soul now. But this Mickey Mouse, not only did they, retain the colors, but they made him a lot more cuter, a lot shorter, gave him more expressive eyes and basically his whole face entirely, and made him a lot, you know, a lot more cooler as a character, started going off, you know, in shorts like, you know, Mickey's Surprise Party, Mr. Mouse Takes a Trip, and of course, Fantasia, Sorcerer Apprentice, just name a few, because those shorts, Fred Moore basically invented the modern Mickey Mouse design. Whether you like it or not, that Mickey Mouse is the classic design that we all know and love today, and without it, we'd probably still be stuck in glow-eyed, dead Mickey Mouse territory, which honestly isn't bad, but, you know, Fred Moore's Mickey Mouse design is iconic for a reason, and I just love seeing those expressive eyes, because, like, he looks so much cuter, so much more lively, and to me, it's just a really fun Mickey Mouse that I used a lot in that day, especially in Fantasia, man. Just seeing that Mickey Mouse frick up with all the Yensid's type of imagery, so crazy, so fun, and I love this Mickey Mouse a lot. Props to him, because that Mickey Mouse is perfect. And they kept that new Fred Moore design for a few years, up until around the late 40s, early 50s, where they went for a more domesticated, you know, type of route, I guess, where they gave Mickey Mouse a shirt, which he doesn't usually wear a shirt, so he wore a shirt. He had, you know, the pants, he had the shoes. His face became a lot more angular. His ears became a lot more angular, kind of to resemble more of a everyman, because a lot of the Disney characters in the 50s, especially Goofy and Mickey, did undergo a really big, you know, suburbanite transformation. The only one who didn't really stay the same was honestly Donald Duck, because, you know, he doesn't need pants, because Donald Duck is an icon and he's great. But this Mickey Mouse was a lot more domesticated, a lot more, I live in the home, I'm gonna do stuff like, you know, I'm gonna go bake a cake or have a birthday party for our nephews and all that. And even for shows like the Mickey Mouse Club, it was probably due to a budgetary reason, honestly, because like the 50s and TV shows didn't really have a lot of money to go along with it. So having a more angular, easy Mickey Mouse to draw made things a lot easier. And they got it designed for a whopping like 25 years, up until the mid 70s, because this Mickey Mouse, I mean, yeah, you would see the Fred Moore design every once in a while, but for TV shows, it was this angular Mickey Mouse, which is fine. I mean, like, he doesn't look that bad, but if I look at this Mickey Mouse, I don't know, man. Like, the angular design for characters don't really look right. It looks more like a bootleg, like, as opposed to anything else. But point being, I love him. He's great, and he is just a wild, wild guy. He's wild. But then in 1983, we came back to the Fred Moore design in Mickey's Christmas Carol, which honestly, it's kind of the same design. You know, he's a bit shorter, he's a bit cuter. The ears are back to being rounded and all that. It's the Fred Moore classic design. Nothing really much has changed, but just, you know, more updated drawing styles. And honestly, I'm glad they brought it back, honestly, because if we had to keep angular Mickey Mouse for a long, long time, like up in today's standards, I'd be a bit worried, but we have classic Fred Moore Mickey Mouse. He's back, he's great, and honestly, I love it. I'm so glad he was brought back there, especially with like Donald Duck in his Fred Moore design, Goofy, and to me, that's peak. I love it. It's great. Nothing really much changed, but to me, it's fun. But then when the 90s came around, and even the early 2000s, Mickey Mouse still kept his classic Fred Moore design. I mean, yeah, they would update his styles every once in a while with new outfits and all that for like House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse Works, and the Three Musketeers, but overall, he kept his red shorts, yellow shoes, white gloves attire, and honestly, that's all you really need, because unlike characters like Goofy and Donald Duck, who had, you know, their designs changed for shows like Goof Troop and Quack Pack, Mickey Mouse, he was still your classic guy. Yeah, he was the mascot of the whole Disney company, but he was still cool. He could still hang out. He was a really fun guy. He could get mad. He could get angry. He could get sad. He was a really fun character to go ahead and talk about. And even in shorts like Runaway Brian, who made him go a more feral approach, he was still Mickey Mouse in that design. And I really, really do like that. You know, 90s Mickey Mouse to me, I think is peak, because we had, you know, he was the peak voice actor with Wayne Allwine. He had the peak design. Even Kingdom Hearts came out around that time as well in 2002. So that was just like crazy as well. So overall, 90s Mickey Mouse to me is awesome. I love him, and it just shows that if it ain't broke, no need to fix it. But then throughout the 2000s, even into the 2010s, we got CG Mickey Mouse in shows like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and, you know, specials like Mikey's Twice Upon a Christmas, which honestly, the CG design isn't bad. Honestly, the fact that they waited that long to get into CG is admirable. But like, even in like the early, like in Mickey Twice Upon Christmas, he looks a bit like everything's a bit too spaced out. It doesn't really look that right, which is weird because that special is okay on its own. But Mickey Mouse Clubhouse as a show looks really, really good. It kept the same 1940s design. He looked a lot more kidified because it was a kid's show, but it did work. All the characters had really great, really fun designs. And honestly, this Mickey Mouse is probably what most kids remember when they see him for the first time in that classic bright, colorful outfit. And because of that, you know, we got spin-offs of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It has a revival now on Disney Plus. So like, that classic CG Mickey Mouse is really, really cool. And whenever they advertise anything online with Mickey Mouse, they either use the classic Fred Moore design or the CG design, which honestly makes the CG design a lot more impactful than you would really think it would be, which is honestly really, really, really wild. And honestly, I do find it funny. It's not the best design in my opinion, but just seeing CG Mickey is cool. And even in like friggin' Epic Mickey, that game for the Wii, he looks a little bit more darker with the filled in eyes, but still honestly has that CG funness. And you know what? It's not bad, but you know what? it's still pretty cool. And then the final big redesign that they use currently is the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, or just Mickey Mouse redesign for the Paul Ruda shorts. While yes, they still keep the Fred Moore design, still concur in every other thing they do, these Mickey Mouse shorts went for a, stylized 1920s approach where, Mickey went to have him back, the pie eyes, his skin was a lot more white in color. A lot of the environments were were old and modern. Like Donald Duck looked like a 1940s version. Goofy went back to his friggin' Dippy Dog days, which is really wild to see. I never thought I'd see that ever in a short. But just seeing this Mickey Mouse is really, really cool to see because he's wild, he's crazy, he can go this and there, he can go be like, obsessed with you, stuff like that. And that's really, really fun to see. And because of that, they've had him in in rides and in more shorts. And this Mickey Mouse has had so many freaking cartoons from this design, it's insane. And while I can see a lot of people not really liking it that much, I think it's a fun design. I like seeing this Mickey Mouse being a bit short, a little bit more crazy, a little bit more insane, and while still keeping that classic 1920s/40s funness, I think is really, really cool. And honestly, Mickey Mouse is a cool character. His designs, while they're up and down, but they still have that same energy that goes along with them, even if they go a bit crazy in some instances. I love it. It's great. And you can really see the evolution of not only the character, the company, but in animation as a whole, which is really fun to see. And as an animation lover myself, it's great. I love it. And Mickey Mouse is a character. He will never die. He will take your money. He will love it. And to me personally, I don't mind. He's a cool character. I love him. He's great. I love animation. And that was Mickey Mouse in Get a Horse. As you can see, just from an animation standpoint, this thing is freaking phenomenal. We got classic Mickey Mouse, Minnie, and Pete. They brought back freaking horse collar for a second, Clarabelle, and just seeing that classic 20s Disney is really, really interesting to see and talk about. Because, yeah, there was, Donald Duck and Goofy back in, in the 30s and when they became a big stars, but, just seeing that classic Barnyard Gang is so interesting to talk about. And honestly, the fact that this short exists at all, it's just a mind-blowing fun time, and I love it. And hopefully in the future, I can talk about more classic Mickey Mouse, like some of the early Mickey Mouse, or even some of the early, Disney, because early Disney is really interesting to go ahead and talk about, especially for, how the animation evolved over time, and just looking at that, as someone who can't draw, I can still appreciate the funness of it, and I really do like that, and just classic stuff in general, I love it. I want to see more of them. Bring me back more classic Mickey Mouse, or Donald Duck, or Goofy, or Daffy Duck, or Porky, or Sylvester. I just want to see more classic Disney, more classic Warner Brothers, more classic everything, please. I need more of it, please. But until then, we have this short. It's great. I love it. And honestly, for people who want to see a good old time, this is a good short to watch. I love it. If you excuse me, I gotta go learn my history again, because Mickey Mouse and the Barnyards, and how did Clarabelle play her others as a bagpipe? How does that work, Mickey? Tell me, Mickey, please, what happened?